Rock 108, Real Rock Radio, on the phone with Gabriel Iglesias, playing this Sunday at the Abilene Civic Center. First of all, man, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. I'm sitting in front of a plate of food. It's amazing.
Food's good, man. It's good for the soul.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got old Fluffy on the phone with us, playing Abilene Civic Center this Sunday, man. Good to have you on the phone with us. My first question was going to say, hey, you fat funny man, why don't you tell me a joke? But I'm sure you get that quite a bit, right?
Yeah, kind of.
What do you do? I mean,
it comes with the territory, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you do when they come up to you and just kind of expect you to be funny all the time, you know?
I ask them what they do for a living, and then I ask them to do whatever it is they do. I got that. Yeah, the one guy last night. Hey, man, be funny. Tell me a joke. I go, hey, what do you do? I'm a truck driver. Hey, well, drive something. Show me your shock, bro. Hey, give me your ledger. Let's get a TNA truck stop.
Well,
I'm all for having a good time and just being silly any time of the day. Like at restaurants or anywhere I go, it's just when people expect you to put on a performance 24/7, that's when it gets a little weird.
Yeah, like you're in the bathroom and somebody wants you to come up and do some stand-up or something, you know?
I've been approached in the bathroom, Chaz.
No
I've
way.
Been approached in the bathroom. Yes, I have. There's no place that is sacred. I get people knocking on my door at my house. I'm not safe anywhere. My kid will bring his friends over, and then they'll expect me to perform for them. Tell them, hey, man, you like your video games? Get your friends out of my room.
Well, let's go back to the nickname Fluffy. I mean, who gave it to you, first of all?
The Fluffy nickname came years ago. It was a nickname my mom gave me. She used to watch that Garfield cartoon, and that's where she got the whole I'm not fat, I'm Fluffy thing. And I just ran with it. Nobody ever challenges you to wrestle.
Yeah?
You're always warm. You rarely need jackets, you know. It's got its pros and its cons. Mostly cons, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If I could lose all the weight right now, believe me, I would do it.
What is it you eat to keep that fluffy figure going?
It's not what I eat, because I eat, believe it or not, very little. It's the lack of activity. When I'm not on stage, man, I go to a coma. I can sleep for 16 hours. I'm the king of doing absolutely nothing. You know how they have those charts that when you go to the doctor and it says if you weigh so much, you burn so many calories a day?
Yeah.
That's for the person that actually does something. Goes to the mall, gets up, changes the channel without using the remote, goes to the kitchen. I guess I could write a book right now about how to gain weight. It's called Menu.
That's awesome, man. Let's talk about your Comedy Central show, the Stand Up Revolution. That's every Thursday at 10 o'clock, again on Comedy Central. How did that whole thing come about?
Well, I wanted a TV show. I didn't want to work too hard at it. And I wanted to find a way to get my friends on a TV show with me. So what better way than by everybody doing stand-up? It keeps me in my element, so I'm not trying to do a sitcom. I'm not trying to do a sketch show. I'm not trying to do something that's not part of me. I'm doing what it is that I always do, just a lot less of it.
You've appeared on a bunch of, several late-night shows, including, of course, Conan, Leno, so on and so forth. What's it like being a guest on a show? I mean, they treat you like royalty, or do they just stick you in a room? And
that's usually what happens, bro. You get to the studio, they put you in a little mini green room. Somebody comes and says hi to you and brings you alcohol, and then Jay Leno usually walks in and hangs out and talks to you for a little bit. It is actually very cool.
Yeah.
And then, the show happens and you get butterflies, you go out there and hopefully you do well. And if not, they're still nice to you.
Now, you did some voiceover work as well. One of my favorite shows, Family Guy. What was it like doing the voiceover work for Family Guy? And did you ever meet Mila Kunis?
Oh, I met everybody. Everybody's actually in the room at the same time doing the voices. Seth MacFarlane has his hands on everything. So you can't do anything without him actually watching you do it, which is pretty intimidating. The whole time I'm in there in the room doing the voices, he's next to me counter voicing with either either the baby or the dad or he's always talking to you in one of those voices. You don't know if he's feeder, is he stooling, but he does it to keep you going.
Now I heard a story that you were cast as a male stripper. Is that true?
No, I'm in a movie about male strippers, but I actually play the DJ. So
okay.
Hold your joke.
I got you, man. Well, let's talk about your actual show, your stand-up comedy. Do you talk about political things or, kind of like just everyday things? I mean, what's your show like and stuff?
Like you said, everyday stuff. I try to avoid politics because no matter what you say, somebody's going to disagree with you, and I hate pissing off audiences.
Yeah, right.
So I keep the show very friendly. I don't touch on religion or politics. If anything, I just talk about my experiences in certain situations. And people could call it political, but I call it, this is what happened to me.
Well, Gabriel, appreciate you taking some time and talking with us this afternoon, man.
Thank you, Chad.